Hello and welcome to Derrinstown Stud, the home of stallions Hatef, Intercab and Tamayers. With over 30 years of experience in the stallion business, Derrinstown is a safe bet to ensure the very best for your mare. The stud is located on 2,000 acres of Kildare's lush pasture in the heart of Ireland's horse country. The world-class facilities, coupled with a highly experienced and utterly dedicated team, make Derrinstown one of the leading stallion farms. Our competitive prices offer excellent value and give breeders the best possible chance of maximising the full potential of their mare. At Derrinstown, your success is our success. As a racehorse, Derrinstown resident Hatef won on his 2-year-old debut at the Curragh before going on to show his class in finishing 4th to Teofilo in what was probably one of the strongest Dewhurst stakes of the modern era. Hatef carried that form into his 3-year-old career, outclassing his rivals in the Belgrave Stakes at Fairyhouse. 2 months later, there was even better to come, as he showed that he had the courage to match his considerable class with victory in the Diadem Stakes at Ascot.
And Hatef trying to come through as well. Zidane now flashing home on the far side. Balthazar's gift cannot win. He's assertive in the centre. Dark Missile. Hatef coming between the pairs and race up towards the line. Dark Missile. Hatef going for the line. Tight. Hatef on the near side.
Hatef already boasts an impressive winners to runners ratio from 4 crops to date, and this year it has been the Bill Mott trained Syntax who has already made the headlines for his sire, winning the Grade 3 Kent Stakes at Delaware Park.
Into the far turn, less than half a mile to go. My Team joined by All I Care About. Syntax edging closer in third, followed by Multiplier. Toward the inside, Duca with Ale. Then comes Tis My Valentine. Chief Kitten continues at the back with 3/8 to go. The pace quickens. All I Care About and My Team are going at it head to head. 2.5 to Syntax on the outside. Duca with Ale. The closer is not really kicking in as they turn for home. All I Care About and My Team hooked up. Now Syntax angles at the outside, putting in a run. Here comes Syntax on the outside. My Team, All I Care About, Syntax across the track. Syntax now forging to the front with a 16th to go. A late run from Multiplier, but it's Syntax in front. Here comes Multiplier charging on the outside. Syntax will win it by a half over Multiplier. Tight photo for third.
Hatef quickly established himself as a solid source of high-class 2-year-olds, with his second crop of juveniles making a particular impression. The Henry Candy-trained Treaty of Paris advertised Hatef's ability as a producer of precocious stock when winning the Group 3 Acomb Stakes at York, beating the subsequent dual Group 1 and Classic winner the Grey Gatsby in the process.
Treaty of Paris striding out in front just from the Grey Gatsby on the inside, with Il Paparazzi poised on the near side, the red cap, followed by Lady Lara Brazos, and on the right as we look at them picking up ground quite nicely now is First Flight for Silvestre de Souza, and now they're really stretching out for home then, passing the 2 furlong pole. Here they come. Treaty of Paris still the leader. Il Paparazzi trying to tackle him on the outside. The Grey Gatsby's hit a flat spot. It's coming under pressure. On the inside then is First Flight. They're racing up inside the final furlong here. This could be an upset. Treaty of Paris and James Doyle. Il Paparazzi on the near side for Neil Callan. And now the Grey Gatsby really picking up. But it's Treaty of Paris in no mood to be denied. All out and hangs on and wins the Acomb.
Then there was the filly Secret Aspect, who finished with a rattle to take the listed Tipperary Stakes.
Hurry Up Harriet alongside. Dimity stand side is close up. They're chased by Queen of Norway, Sacred Aspect. And at the back of the field in the early stages, Touch of Snow as they head on to the junction of the courses. They're approaching halfway. 3 in a line, Abac over on the rail. In the centre, Hurry Up Harriet. Dimity stand side driven along. Queen of Norway is behind them as they head on 1.5 furlongs to race. Abacove over on the far side alongside Hurry Up Harriet. Dimity on the stand side, they fight it out ahead, back and forth is Sacred Aspect inside the final furlong. Abacove at the far side with a narrow advantage. Hurry Up Harriet stand side. Sacred Aspect coming home well between them, less than 100 yards to race. Abacove collared close home and Sacred Aspect wins it by almost a length. Abacove second, Hurry Up Harriet.
Also resident at Derrinstown is the world champion miler Intercab, who won 8 races by an aggregate of an incredible 24 lengths. It's worth taking a moment to reflect on Intercab's amazing performance in the Queen Anne Stakes at Royal Ascot. Horses the calibre of Group 1 winning milers Cape Cross and Among Men were left toiling in his wake, and seasoned experts still regard this display as one of the great Royal Ascot performances of all time.
Far side now, just about to pop the question to that horse. 2 lengths away then is Centre Stalls from Intercab. They're followed by Al Mushtarak, who's moved forward now and going pretty well from Pachin being niggled. Then Machir has dropped back to second last, and last of all is Reunion. 2 furlongs left to travel, and it's Cape Cross with the white cap about to be tackled by Among Men. Starting to move up on the far side is Intercab. In behind them Centre Stalls. They're followed by Al Mushtarak, Pachin behind them. Great Dane under the whip from Reunion. A furlong left to go though, and Intercab on the outside ranges up, grabs the lead, and in a twinkling of an eye it's Frankie Dettori and Intercab who have cleared away, and Intercab's going to win the Queen Dan by a street. Intercab being punched out goes on to win by the best part of 6 lengths.
Intercab has the distinction of siring one of the very best race mares of the modern era in Snow Fairy, whose glittering career yielded 6 Group 1 triumphs and almost £4 million in prize money. Snow Fairy is one of the truly unique racehorses, whose quality and popularity made her a legend the world over. It's not all about Snow Fairy though. Intercab's progeny have amassed a formidable record at stakes and pattern level the world over. In Italy this year, 3-year-old colt Circus Couture has been flying the flag for the proven sire and placed at Group 1 level after trouncing the opposition in a Group 3 contest at Milan.
Quota al largo, Pentagono che a sua volta si avvicina, fanno il piper per vie interne, Circus Couture che è 400, viene chiamato duro per passare prepotente su Freedom Holder e andare via rispetto allo stesso grigio, poi GNT, Pentagono, Greg Lizzy fanno il piper, Porsenna al largo di tutti, Circus Couture da solo verso la meta, allunga ancora sui suoi avversari, è una corsa a un cavallo solo, Circus Couture stravince il giubileo, per la seconda moneta Porsenna e Greg Lizzy vicinissimi, davanti al GNT e Pentagono.
The fellow Stefano Botti-trained Clockwinder has equally advertised the talents of Intercab when winning the listed Premio Pisa earlier this year.
In mezzo alla pista c'è Clockwinder che sta scattando, poi Vertasur, poi GNT, gli altri faticano, corre al Canyon, sta passando Clockwinder in vantaggio con Fabietto che mette mano alla frusta per respingere la mossa di Chester di corre al Canyon, Clockwinder è in vantaggio, Fabietto la riporta in strano, vince il Pisa.
He's also the sire of star mare Red Evie, whose 7 consecutive wins included both the Group 1 Lock-in Stakes and the Group 1 Matron Stakes. In the breeding shed, Red Evie has proven her sire's aptitude as a broodmare sire, producing dual Group 1 winner Found, while another daughter of the Derrinstown flagship sire is the dam of multiple Group 1 winning globetrotter Gordon Lord Byron.
Then Gordon Lord Byron towards the outside, Eaton Forever gathering power, and absolutely so. Jack Dexter under the near side rail with Intibar, Tropics with plenty of room to operate, Eaton Forever, Vistoria, and then gathering power. Marek's also finishing off strongly, Tropics narrowly clinging to the lead, then Gordon Lord Byron who's rallying along with Marek. Gordon Lord Byron knocks from so.
With his runners making just under €1.4 million in 2015, the ever-reliable Intercab is a consistent source of winners, whose durable progeny are always highly sought after. Last but not least, we come to Tamayers, a magnificent-looking chestnut who went unbeaten at 2 and was crowned champion 3-year-old colt in France. It's also worth remembering that he hails from one of the greatest families in Europe, with his close relatives including the likes of Galileo, See the Stars and King's Best. A dual Group 1 winning miler, Tamayers defeated some stellar opposition in the Prix Jean Prat, where his rivals included the Queen Elizabeth II Stakes and Breeders' Cup Classic hero Raven's Pass and the French 2000 Guineas scorer Falco.
Rio de la Plata se rapproche un peu et vient encore, notamment avec le numéro 5 Candaron, Farel l'italien et Stacchione et l'autre italien vient à l'extérieur, alors que l'un des favoris de la course, Ravens Pass, tente de se rapprocher à la corde en dehors. Arcadazangle est avec Carton maintenant environ 300 mètres au début avec Tamayous qui attaque le premier.
Là, Tamayous à la corde, la casaque bleue de l'As a le meilleur sur toujours 4 juniors, le 9 qui se défend bien devant Kanda, Run. Falco tente de venir avec Rio de la Plata à l'extérieur. Ravens passe à la corde, tente de regagner d'Iran, mais c'est toujours Tamayous qui est le meilleur à 150 mètres du poteau. Attaqué par 4 Junior, Kanda Run est troisième, attaqué par Ravens passe. Rio de la Plata, Trinco qui refait beaucoup de terrain à l'extérieur, mais sans doute trop tard. C'est là Tamayous qui va gagner devant Ravens passe. La troisième place pour Rio de la Plata devant 4 Junior, Kanda Run.
Tamayers once again showed his prodigious ability in the Group 1 Prix-Jacques Le Marois, where he readily dealt with the 1,000 guineas winner Natagora. The Racing Post's description of this scintillating performance only just does it justice.
Dans leur sillage, Sedberg à l'extérieur semble avoir du mal à accélérer. Tamayous, le numéro 6 qui est le meilleur dans ce prix Jacques Le Marois, prenez le plus phare. Il a le meilleur à 100 mètres du but. Natagora ne peut que rester dans son sillage. Pour la troisième place, Sedberg est attaqué par Major Cadeau. Bientôt le passage du poteau. Festival pour David Bonia et Freddy Edge qui gagne avec Tamayous, groupe 1. Deuxième place pour le 8 Natagora.
Since his arrival at stud in 2009, Tamayers has made an impact, starring G-Force, the Group 1 winner of the Haydock Sprint Cup. He sired 42% black-type 2-year-olds to runners in 2014 and had a 40% winning strike rate with his runners in 2015, with earnings of over €1.4 million in prize money. The highly rated 2P has added to his sire's haul of stakes winners in 2015 when winning twice at listed level, making virtually all in the King Charles II Stakes at Newmarket in May, before taking the Sir Henry Cecil Stakes at the same track in July.
2P still just a neck down, a secret brief, runs the rail and still has the lead for treble-seeking William Buick. 2P racing in second, Bartel is in third. On the far rail, Hail the Hero. Now Ryan Moore is urging Bossy Guest to try and close down the wide outside. White Lake has been shuffled back to last as they race inside the final full and a half, and it is 2P who strikes and goes for home, and 2P now goes to a clear lead of a couple of lengths over Bartel. Then Hail the Hero, Bossy Guest down the outside is picking up, but it is 2P who is out in front, and 2P up to a mile today will win the Sir Henry Cecil. It was 2P.
After finishing second in the Rockfellas as a 2-year-old, the Barry Hills trained Fadayil built on her early promise when finishing 2.5 lengths behind Esoterique in the Group 1 Sun Chariot Stakes as a 3-year-old and winning the listed City of York Stakes.
Just Alateen, joined by Fadayil and by Speculative Bid, then Heaven's Guest and ML. The action down the centre of the track, 2 fees plugging on. Fadayil from Speculative Bid inside the final furlong. The filly just ahead, Speculative Bid with a head-down drive, but Fadayil will just repel Speculative.
Fellow 3-year-old filly Blonde Me has added to her sire's illustrious stud record, placing in a Grade 2 race at Belmont Park in the US after having won the listed Coral Distaff.
The outside Jellicle Ball between runners, and then Blonde Me, Black Cherry trying to regain ground, but it's Montalcino inside the final furlong. Blonde Me is giving chase and closing all the time. Montalcino joined by Blonde Me on the knob. Blonde Me gets there from Montalcino. Ella Nostalgia back in third, then came Jellicle.
It's no wonder his progeny have been in high demand in the sales ring, where he has achieved prices over €200,000 every year since his first crop went through the ring in 2011. With an ever-increasing haul of stakes performers and excellent fertility, Tamayers is unquestionably a sire who can deliver the goods at the very highest level. Over its 30-year history, Derrinstown has acquired a well-earned reputation as an equine centre of excellence. Unparalleled value for money, world-class facilities and the very best care for your mares means you can rest assured you've made the right choice. To get in touch, please give us a call on 01 628 6228 and speak to any member of our team who will be delighted to assist you in your inquiry. Alternatively, you can email us info@derrinstown-stud.ie. Thank you for watching. Stud fees for 2016 are as follows: Hat F €2,000, Intercab €5,000, Tamayers €12,500, all special live foal 1st of January.